Live Jesus. Diary of St. Francis de Sales. Despite the many shortcomings that may arise from our fragility, we must not be troubled. Instead, we should condemn one hand the offense committed against God, and on the other, cultivate a joyful humility that enables us to see and recognize our own miseries with a sense of contentment. Throughout the day, amidst your various occupations, make it a point to frequently observe whether your affections are too deeply entrenched in earthly matters, and if at least one of your hands is firmly grasped in the hand of the Lord. And if you find yourself overly burdened, strive to calm yourself and bring tranquility to your soul. In spiritual letters, we note that on May 22nd, 1622, St. Francis de Sales received an Apostolic Brief from Gregory XV, dated April 28 of that same year, requesting him to travel to Pinerolo in Piedmont to preside over the general chapter of the Folian community. The saint was not in good health during this time and was also quite busy. His relatives and friends did not agree with his acceptance of this commission, particularly in a region where the heat of summer is exceedingly oppressive. They insisted on persuading him to delegate this mission to his brother, the Bishop of Calcedonia. The saint disagreed with this counsel, asserting, it is necessary to obey, since I have not been deemed worthy to die for the faith among heretics or out of charity among the plague-stricken. I would feel greatly gratified by God if I were to die in obedience and for the sake of obedience. Later, speaking with Madame de Sales, Magdalena de Rare Saint Severin, his sister-in-law, who was also trying to persuade him, he crossed his arms upon his chest and said these very words: I feel here, dear sister, something that tells me I shall not live much longer. Therefore, it is necessary to hasten to do good. Indeed, I could not do anything better than to obey. God be blessed forever. Reflection of St. Francis's writings. St. Francis de Sales wishes to impart a profound understanding of how to navigate the challenges of human fragility and imperfection. He acknowledges that we all face weaknesses and shortcomings, which can sometimes lead us to error. However, rather than succumbing to despair or agitation over our failures, He encourages us to adopt a posture of calm reflection and humility. It is important to recognize the seriousness of our offenses against God. Yet this recognition should not lead us to self-condemnation. Instead, we should cultivate a joyful humility that allows us to confront our faults with a sense of grace and acceptance. Throughout our daily lives, he urges us to maintain awareness of our emotional attachments, particularly to worldly affairs that may distract us from our spiritual path. It is essential to routinely assess whether we are overly absorbed in earthly concerns and to ensure that we keep at least one hand firmly grasped in the hand of the Lord. This metaphor emphasizes our need for a continuous and strong connection to God, which serves as an anchor amid the turmoil of daily life. Moreover, St. Francis de Sales highlights the importance of tranquility in the face of life's burdens. He advises us to seek inner peace and to calm our restless souls when he feels overwhelmed. This inner serenity is crucial for maintaining our spiritual well-being and for enabling us to act thoughtfully and with purpose. In his own life, St. Francis emphasizes the value of obedience, demonstrating that true fulfillment and purpose lie in the faithfully fulfilling our commitments and responsibilities, even when they are challenging. He reflects on his willingness to accept a difficult mission despite concerns for his health and the heat of the summer in Pinerolo. He emphasizes that obedience to God's calling should take precedence over personal comfort or the opinions of others. By expressing his desire to glorify God through acts of service and obedience, he inspires us to prioritize doing good in our own lives. Ultimately, St. Francis de Sales encourages us to embrace our journey with faith and dedication, urging us to act with love and a spirit of service towards others. His teachings remind us that our imperfections do not define us. Rather, it is our response to those imperfections, fueled by humility, obedience, and love, that shapes our true spiritual identity. God be blessed forever.